The Dying Citizen: How Liberty in Its Expansion Shrank It, written by Victor Davis Hanson, is an in-depth exploration of the decline of civic engagement and responsibility in modern American society. Through a comprehensive analysis of historical events, political philosophies, and societal trends, Hanson argues that the erosion of civic virtue has led to the diminishment of individual liberty and the weakening of the nation as a whole. Hanson begins by tracing the origins of civic engagement to the ancient Greek city-states, where citizens were expected to participate actively in the political process and defend their communities militarily. This ethos of civic responsibility was carried forward by the Roman Republic, which expanded its empire while maintaining a robust system of citizen governance. In contrast, the decline of civic engagement began with the rise of imperial Rome, as citizens became increasingly removed from the political process and relied on professional soldiers to defend the empire. The author then turns to the development of liberal democracy in the West, highlighting the importance of civic virtue in the success of the American Revolution and the founding of the United States. The framers of the Constitution enshrined principles of limited government, individual rights, and civic responsibility, viewing an active citizenry as essential to preserving liberty. However, Hanson contends that over time, various forces have eroded these foundational principles, leading to a decline in civic engagement and responsibility. One such force is the growth of the welfare state, which has fostered a culture of dependency and entitlement among citizens. As government programs have expanded, individuals have become less inclined to take personal responsibility for their well-being and more reliant on the state for assistance. This shift has undermined the self-reliance and civic-mindedness that were once central to American identity. Another factor contributing to the decline of civic virtue is the rise of identity politics, which emphasizes group identity over shared citizenship. This trend has led to increased polarization and animosity between different segments of society, as individuals prioritize their membership in particular groups, e.g., race, gender, political affiliation, over their allegiance to the nation as a whole. This fragmentation of the citizenry has weakened the bonds of civic solidarity and made it more difficult for individuals to feel a sense of shared responsibility for the common good. Hanson also points to the decline of traditional institutions, such as religion and the family, as contributing factors to the erosion of civic virtue. As these institutions have lost influence in society, they have no longer served as sources of moral guidance and social cohesion. This has left individuals more prone to selfishness and short-term thinking, further undermining the foundations of a healthy democracy. The author further argues that the rise of mass media and technology has exacerbated these trends by creating a culture of instant gratification and superficial engagement. Social media, in particular, has fostered a sense of virtual citizenship, where individuals can express their opinions and participate in political discourse without necessarily taking concrete actions or accepting the responsibilities of citizenship. This disconnect between words and deeds has further undermined the integrity of civic life. In the final section of the book, Hanson offers a series of prescriptions for revitalizing civic engagement and responsibility in America. These include promoting education that emphasizes civic values, encouraging volunteerism and community service, reforming the welfare state to promote self-reliance, and fostering a renewed sense of national unity based on shared citizenship, rather than divisive identity politics. The author also calls for a renewed emphasis on personal responsibility and moral virtue, arguing that these values are essential to the survival of liberal democracy and the preservation of individual liberty. Throughout The Dying Citizen, Victor Davis Hanson provides a wealth of historical context and contemporary examples to support his arguments. By tracing the evolution of civic engagement from ancient Greece to modern America, he offers a nuanced and thought-provoking analysis of the forces that have shaped our political culture and the challenges we face in preserving it. Ultimately, Hanson's book serves as a clarion call for renewed civic engagement and responsibility, warning that the survival of liberty and the American experiment in self-government depend upon it.